All right, so today we're diving into something a little lighter, a little more fun.
Okay.
Arthur's Whiskey.
Okay.
This new British comedy film coming out in 2024.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it looks like a pretty entertaining, lighthearted watch from what we can tell so far. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking a bit of fantasy, a bit of humor, dash of that whole fountain of youth magic.
I love that.
And so, yeah, we've got a review here from the MovieKaTicket Films Review App.
Oh, nice.
And it looks promising, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But we'll see if it lives up to the hype.
Let's dig in.
So the basic premise is that we've got a recent widow, and she discovers that her late husband, he was a bit of an alchemist, it seems.
Oh.
And he's created this elixir of youth.
Wow.
And she decides to share it with her two closest friends.
Okay, that sounds like a recipe for some fun.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because, it sets up this potential to explore not just the comedic side of suddenly, being young again, but also the complexities of aging in a society that's, let's face it, completely obsessed with youth.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, imagine those three, senior women navigating the modern world.
Oh my gosh.
With their youthful energy restored.
Right.
I mean, how do you think that might challenge their identities and perspectives on life? I mean, it's bound to shake things up.
Yeah, it's like a mashup of Golden Girls meets Freaky Friday, but with a sprinkle of social commentary, thrown in for good measure.
I love it.
And speaking of iconic actresses, we've got Diane Keaton leading the charge.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Right. I'm really curious to see if the film uses her presence, to maybe play with or even subvert that whole aging actress narrative that we see so often in Hollywood.
That's a really interesting point. I mean, Keaton's known for her, her sharp wit and that impeccable comedic timing. So I'm sure she brings a lot to the role.
Oh yeah, she's going to nail it for sure.
And she's joined by Patricia Hodge and Lulu, both fantastic actresses in their own right. The review actually raves about their chemistry. It suggests that their friendship, like their genuine bond, really forms the heart of the film.
Oh.
And I wonder, do you think that chemistry is played purely for laughs, or could it hint at something a bit deeper?
Ooh.
Like an exploration of female friendship and how it evolves over time?
I'm hoping for a good mix of both, right?
Yeah.
That genuine connection with a healthy dose of hilarious antics.
Exactly.
But beyond the main trio, the supporting cast is nothing to sneeze at either. We've got Adil Ray, Boy George, David Harewood.
Oh, wow. That's quite a lineup.
It's a really interesting mix of talent, and I think that adds another layer of intrigue.
It does.
Now, the review also calls out director Stephen Cookson's ability to blend comedy and poignancy. I think that speaks to, the film's potential to deliver both lighthearted fun and some moments of genuine emotion.
Absolutely. And we can't forget the screenwriter, Alexis Zegerman, known for her witty and insightful writing. I mean, this could be where the film really digs into those deeper themes we've been talking about, societal expectations and self-discovery. Right. Because even the premise itself, the whole fountain of youth thing, it could be seen as kind of reinforcing those anxieties we have about aging.
Oh, for sure.
So I wonder if the film leans into that or maybe challenges it.
Right.
Offers a fresh perspective.
It's definitely a tension to watch for, right? Like, are they playing into those norms or are they kind of turning them on their head?
Exactly.
And I'm also really drawn to the review's description of the cinematography.
Yeah.
It sounds like they really showcase the charm of the British setting.
Beautiful.
With these stunning visuals.
I love it.
All underscored by a feel-good soundtrack. So
right.
I'm getting the sense of a visually appealing and uplifting film, even while tackling these potentially complex themes. Right?
Yeah, it sounds like they've created this world that's both familiar, grounded in reality, but also has this fantastical element to it.
Yeah.
Which allows space for both laughter and reflection.
Yeah, for sure. And I think ultimately, Arthur's Whiskey seems to be giving us a chance to examine our own perceptions of aging, like beyond the laughs.
Yeah.
Maybe it's asking us to consider what truly defines a fulfilling life, regardless of our age.
That's a really thought-provoking takeaway. So after our deep dive into Arthur's Whiskey today, I'm left with a question for you, for our listeners.
Yeah.
If you had the chance to experience youth again, would you take it?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And what aspects of your younger self would you embrace? And what parts of who you are now would you fight to hold on to?
Ah, see, those are the questions, right?
Yeah.
And I guess we'll have to, grab our MovieKaTicket and see how the film answers those questions for itself.
Exactly. I can't wait.
All right. Well, That's our deep dive into Arthur's Whiskey for today.
Thanks for having me.
I'm definitely adding it to my watch list. I think you should too.
I'm there.
All right. Until next time.
Sounds great.
Ciao.
Bye.
Wow.